What's going on in the Ottawa real estate market? Are we seeing some calming of the pressures that we've been seeing in the last 6 to 8 months? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Faiz Versey. I'm a real estate broker with LePage team Realty in Ottawa, and I help people to buy and to sell property in Ottawa. If you have any needs in that regard, please feel free to look me up, and I'll be delighted to see how I may be of assistance to you. Today's topic is the market update, real estate market update, and I'll try to cover the last quarter. My last update that I gave was in April for the January to March quarter. And if you'd like to see that, then please find it. It's on my YouTube channel. So what is happening, my friends? It's all very, very interesting, a little bit confusing. I'm going to make sense of it for you and try to explain to you what's going on and what that means for buyers and sellers in the current market. Okay, so the graph you're looking at on the screen, you should be able to see that, is the numbers up to June of 2021, and that's the blue bars here. We're looking at something called unit sales, which is showing the number of units or number of houses and condominiums. This is residential and condo combined. As you can see, the number of units of residential and condos that have sold in the month of June. That's this blue bar here. And you can see this trend, like what's happening over here. And the green bars are for 2019 and the red bars are for 2020. Yeah. So there's this map is kind of all over the place. And the reason for that is our friend, enemy, whatever you want to call it, COVID-19, which hopefully is beginning to subside now, from what I hear. And hopefully we can keep the latest variant, whatever it is, at bay. So back in the update that I gave in April, I had mentioned, and I've had a pretty good run with my predictions. And I'll try to insert that clip now if I can manage to find it.
For this year, probably we have peaked. This has been an incredible rush.
I'd mentioned that probably we've peaked. We see this rush up here in number of unit sales, and probably we've peaked in terms of our prices for the year, but not multi-year. Okay, so friends, my predictions have been amazingly accurate for the last 2 to 3 years that I've been making videos. You can go back and check all of them. Wherever I've made a prediction, it's come out deadly accurate. And I only say that because I know the future. No, because I don't know the future. I have absolutely no idea. But I'm just using my own experience and knowledge and presenting to you what is a possible, reasonable, rational thought about where the prices can go. So what we're looking at in this graph is not the prices. We're looking at unit sales, which jumped up during January, February, and March. And then we've leveled off a little bit and come up slightly off the boil. And that is reflected as well in the prices, which, let's take a look. Is this the one I'm looking for? Yes. Average sale price, residential and condo, rushed up January, February, March. When I made my video in April, I said that this is probably the peak for the year. I don't know. I have no idea what's coming down the road, as in for sure. I can only make some decent guesses. And for you as well, for you, Mr. Buyer, for you, Mr. Seller, look, if you're in the market to buy real estate, you have to understand these are long-term investments. So people ask me, what's happening in the next 12 months? I'm thinking, I don't know. And I really don't care because property is supposed to be held for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And if you go back and look at another of my videos that talks about the 64-year history of prices in Ottawa, and I'm just talking about Ottawa. I don't know about other markets in Canada. If you have any questions about other markets in Canada, let me know. I'll find out for you. But I know Ottawa. And you'll see in that video where I explain in detail, please find that video, that property prices trend up and tend to go up most of the time. So if you're in the market to buy a property, just buy one. If you're waiting for the price to come down, it's a mug's game. I don't think you're going to win. I don't think you need to worry about it. Just go out there and buy a property. If you're looking to sell a property, that's a different story. If you're looking to sell a property, again, it's a great time to sell because you are selling for a purpose. I hope you're not selling to try and flip and make a profit, because who knows how much you're going to buy your next property for. But if you're looking to sell a property for the life events that are happening, most sellers, they sell for life events. For example, you're a person who has reached retirement, you don't want to take care of a big house, you want to downsize, so you sell and you buy something that is smaller, maybe a condo, something more manageable. You're a young family that is now starting to grow, you need a bigger place, so you sell your condo, if you were in one, and you buy a bigger place. Perhaps your job requires you to move, so you have to move. Some other life event has occurred and you need to sell, then sell. It's always a good time to sell in Ottawa. Move on with your life. I can help you in every regard in terms of selling, in terms of buying. Please feel to look me up. I have systems that I've put in place that enable me to help you in that regard, and systems that I put into place in assistance with the Royal LePage Team Realty. We are the #1 realty in Ottawa according to dollar sales volume, and that should tell you everything you need to know. So look me up and I'll be delighted to help you. So the average sales price has come off the boil a little bit, stabilized over here. We don't see any crash. I would call this a calming of the market. Is it the calm before the storm? It could be. It'll be very interesting to see how this plays out over the next few months. For now, it's a bit of a calming, and it's a great time for buyers. We may be able to find you a property where there may not be that many multiple offers. What is a multiple offer? A multiple offer is where there's a house and the number of people who are applying to buy that house. That was the case January, February, March. Too much multiple offers. Now it's a little bit less, and still situational. If the property is hot, location-wise, and its presentation-wise, then we could still see lots of multiple offers. However, if the property may not attract that many offers, so we may have a chance to go in there and actually negotiate our way to a better price. And sometimes you're actually seeing properties where there's not even multiple offers. So it's a situational basis now. If you're a buyer, please look me up and I'll be able to help you specifically when I look at that property and let you know what's going on. Okay, and same thing for sellers. Look, it's a great time to sell, but you need expertise on your side. You need knowledge on your side. So please give me a call and I will help you in any way I can. In every way I can to help you to accomplish your objective, whatever it is. You want to sell for the highest price, you want to sell quickly, you want to take some time, or you just want to know what's going on in the marketplace and what potentially is the value of your house, give me a call and I'll be able to help you. So my friends, there's really not much more to say. Well, there is actually. I'll just grab a few random graphs here and there. Okay, so this one, let me just mention this because there are a lot of people who watch my videos for the first time, although I've been making video for several years now. And I'd like to make a bit of a distinction between the word residential and condo. Residential simply means residential means houses that are not condos, so freehold homes. So it may be a townhouse, it may be a detached home, but you own the land. A condo, on the other hand, could be a row house, could be a tall building where you are part of the group that owns that piece of land. You own the unit in which you live. You don't directly own the common spaces that's owned by the condo corporation. So that's the difference between residential and condo as for the purpose of this graph that you're looking at. So if we move along and I can look, here's a very interesting graph which shows you the huge pressure that we've had in the last 2 to 3 years now. I would like to point out this. It says price range by month. So these are the various price ranges. As we can see, the bulk of the buying has occurred mostly in this range, 450 to approximately 799. It's gone up from 450 to 800,000. Sorry, I just need to have another sip of water. 450 to 800,000. Amazing. That's the bulk of the buying, as you can see from here. And it used to be the bulk of the buying was in the 300 to 600 range. Imagine that's gone from 300 to 600 about a year ago to 450 to 800 now. And this range over here, over $1 million, has jumped to approximately 9.6%. Amazing. So 9.6% of the transactions that are happening in Ottawa, the prices of the homes are over $1 million. That shows you the upward heaving in the market prices. About a year ago, I'm just going to go and try and find the graph now, so I'm going to shut this off for a moment, but I believe it was in the range of 1 to 2%. Let me go and confirm that, and it'll be very interesting for us to see. Remember this number, over $1 million, 9.6. Let me find the other graph. I'll be back in just a moment. So this is from approximately a year ago. This is looking at May of 2020. And back then you could see, it's interesting, the bulk of the buying was in fact in the range of 350 to approximately 650. And the over 1 million properties were 2.8%. Amazing. Now, last year maybe we were still coming out of COVID, but it wasn't that much of an effect, as I explained last year, that people thought property prices are going to crash. We had lots of reports from very important organizations that said, oh, the property market is going to crash. And I said, nothing like that. We might see a little hiccup, but we're going to be just fine. And that's exactly what's happened. Friends, that's what I've been saying. My predictions have been deadly accurate. So go against my predictions at your peril. I am just joking, of course. I don't know the future, especially the next 12 months. The next 12 months is just a coin flip. And just looking further down the road, I think we'll see the resumption of property prices rising again multi-year, because that's just the nature of the supply and demand situation. I'm just going to get away from this graph to go back to the other one. Give me a moment. We are to the most recent statistics information that I have. So as I was saying, that I don't think we're going to have any further crash. We haven't had a crash. We had a slight calming. I don't think we're going to see a crash like this in property prices in Ottawa, simply because, and again, I don't know the future, but this is simply my assessment. Because, and I'm going past the next 12 months, if we look out 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, the demand supply situation is totally out of whack. Too much demand, not enough supply. And we've got COVID now, restrictions being eased, immigration starting up again, people starting to hustle and bustle, get out there and start making some money in their jobs, in their businesses. So the property market is looking poised to keep moving upwards multi-year for as far as I can tell. But remember, I do my annual update at the end of every year. So I did the last one, Faiz Versey's Daring Predictions. I did that in December of 2020. My next big one for the whole year will be in December of 2021. God willing, I hope, if I get around to it. Things are getting quite busy, thankfully. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so what I was saying was that we'll wait for my further refinements of any predictions, but that's what I feel right now. So my friends, let's carry on and see what else I can tell you. Let's see, this is an interesting graph. Average selling time has been screeching down. So like down to 13 days it was in May to sell a home. Down to almost 10, 11 days. 11 days in April. Woo! And now it's gone up slightly. That's why I'm saying the market is seeing a bit of a calming. What else can I tell you? What else can I share with you over here so that I don't confuse you, but just give you some basic information on what's going on? Because for detailed information, you can just give me a call anytime, send me an email, however you'd like to communicate. Now here's the very interesting seller's market, balanced market, buyer's market. So again, you can see the calming. We had this huge rush up, a calming for now. We are still in a seller's market, but the rate of increase has come off a little bit, but who knows? It'll be interesting to see how this pans out over the future as we go forward. So my friends, that's everything I wanted to say for now. I think I've covered everything. What does all this mean for buyers, for sellers? What's the market saying right now? What are the expected situations going forward? I think that's everything that I needed to share with you. If you have questions, please feel free to note them down in the space below, wherever you're watching this video, or reach out to me, give me a call, send me an email. My friends, what else can I say? If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, a like, do subscribe. And what else can I say is be safe. COVID is not yet over, to the best of my knowledge. A lot of us have had our injections. I've had 2. You can see my videos on my YouTube channel or wherever else you see my videos. And so still be careful. I've got my mask not on me. Oh, here it is. I'm always carrying my mask around with me because I still want to make sure that I protect myself, my family, and other people. So my friends, until we get the all clear from government, just follow exactly what they're saying. And let's hope that we can get over this problem. My friends, have an excellent summer until I speak with you again. Take care. Bye-bye.